You're listening to the Holistic Lifestyle Guide podcast, the show that guides you on your holistic lifestyle journey to a healthy body, mind, and soul aligned with nature. Hello, and welcome to episode number 50 of the Holistic Lifestyle Guide podcast. This is an awesome episode because this is one where I'm going to actually go a little bit deeper into the benefits of living a holistic lifestyle. So if you are a new listener, or if you've listened to a few episodes and you're not quite sure the whole reason why I have this podcast and my blog and everything else, there's a whole thing about the why. The reason why you do anything really matters. So the reason why I'm all about holistic lifestyle is because of the benefits. And a lot of people might not really know what the benefits are. They might think, okay, that sounds cool, holistic lifestyle, sure, but what exactly is in it for me? And maybe you don't really know how to connect the dots and put two and two together and realize that the things that you will learn will actually help specific problems that you're having. So a holistic lifestyle covers a very broad range of benefits. That's the whole point of the word holistic, is that it's whole. It contains everything. And so there are almost countless problems that a holistic lifestyle can solve. I actually think it can solve almost every problem. Of course, there's going to be some things that you're going to need more attention when it comes to medical issues. But when it comes to prevention, you can prevent almost anything with a holistic lifestyle. So, of course, this is going to encompass the body, the mind, and the soul. That's what holistic health is all about. So, like I said, it's a lot. It's a lot of things that you can get help from. So first, I'm going to start off by saying what exactly a holistic lifestyle is. I have written about this. I have talked about this. I have made many videos about this. It's been a couple years now that I've been doing this. And each time I talk about this, the definition gets refined a little more, which I think is a good thing. So, what is a holistic lifestyle? Let's start with that question. Holistic means whole, and in the human sense, that includes the three layers of being that we are all made of: the body, mind, and the soul or spirit. Sometimes people say soul, sometimes they prefer the word spirit, sometimes they realize that those are two separate things, whatever that is for you. And lifestyle means the way that you live your life, the habits and routines that make up your daily existence. If you do the same things every day in a certain way, that is what creates a lifestyle. So this can include habits, morning routines, nighttime routines, the diet you eat regularly, exercises you do on a regular basis, hobbies that you spend time doing, even the values by which you live your life. So when you live a holistic lifestyle, you are paying attention to all three areas of the body, mind, soul, spirit. These will be in balance when you are living holistically. And these will also be aligned with nature, which is what makes them healthy. So it encompasses a lot of things. It's a very wide umbrella. So let's take a look at some fictitious examples here of two people that live completely different lifestyles. So one person, their diet is mostly fast food, fried foods, pastries, things like that. This person spends most of their time indoors, most of their time sitting, is possibly in a toxic or unfulfilling relationship, hates their job, feels like life has no meaning. This is the average person that is not living a holistic lifestyle. That might sound like you. Some of those traits you might have. Most people hopefully will not resonate with all of those, because that would be just the bottom of there's nowhere to go but up. So then on the flip side, the opposite end of the spectrum is someone that is living a holistic lifestyle. And that looks like this. A person that eats mostly organic produce, fruits and vegetables, not processed foods, cooks their own foods usually, is active during most of the day, spends a lot of time outside, gets good quality sleep and sunlight, has positive relationships, feels like they're living their life purpose, spends a lot of time in nature. Like I said, it's really all about revolving around nature. And so eating in a healthy way, living in a healthy way, living in alignment with the cycles of nature, all of those things. So as you can see, those are two drastically different lifestyles. And my entire goal here is to help people go from the first one to the second one. So if you find yourself more towards the first end of that spectrum, then you are in the right place, because I can guide you to be living a lifestyle more in line with the second one. So, of course, these are extreme examples of just a few of the differences in lifestyles between an unhealthy person and a healthy person. So this is not an entire list, but most people fall in between these two examples. So now that you know what holistic means, now that you know what a lifestyle means, and now that you know the difference between possibly where you are and where you want to be, let's get to the benefits. So, once someone starts to implement healthy habits, routines, healthy food, good exercise, hobbies, and values into their lifestyle, they will start to notice results and reap the benefits. So these are going to vary from person to person, of course, because our bodies, environments, and situations are different. This is why not everyone gets the same results from eating the same diet, for example. So let's start with a few of the major physical benefits. These are changes that you're going to notice in your body. You're going to have a less chance of developing disease and chronic illnesses. So, like I said, living a holistic lifestyle is preventative. You will have reduced symptoms of pre-existing health conditions. So let's say you have some sort of condition where you just have some annoying symptoms. Those symptoms will most likely be reduced. You will probably notice fat loss. You'll lose weight. You'll have better muscle tone. You will for sure get better sleep. That's one of the best benefits. You will have better digestion. That's another amazing benefit. And really, sleep and digestion are the two of the biggest ones, I think. Two of the biggest benefits. Two of the biggest benefits that also go the farthest. So when you get better sleep, you're also fixing a lot of other problems. Also, when your digestion gets improved, you are also fixing and preventing a lot of other problems. So sleep and digestion alone are going to really go a long way when it comes to the amount of physical benefits that you will notice. So what are some of the mental benefits? So these are benefits for your mind, your mental health. You will have less stress, less anxiety, less panic attacks, less depression, less chances of developing mental illnesses in the first place. You will have clearer thinking, easier decision making. Your moods will be more balanced. And you will also notice that you will have a higher quality group of relationships in your life that are fulfilling. So all of these things, and when it comes to the top ones on this list, I would say stress, anxiety, and depression. Those are three of the biggest problems in our world today that most people struggle with, if not on a regular basis, once in a while, occasionally. And so that's just an amazing benefit of living a holistic lifestyle, is less of those things. And sometimes that might be the magic pill for you when it comes to getting better sleep and digestion, because they all work together. Like, everything's a symbiotic relationship. So you have less anxiety and stress, your digestion will be better. You have less depression, your sleep will be better. It all affects everything else. So now let's talk about the spiritual benefits. Let's not forget that we also have a soul. And so your soul or spirit benefits as well. You will enjoy a deeper connection to your higher self, which is you're going to become more of your authentic, true self. You are going to enjoy a deeper connection to nature because, like I said, nature is what we're all striving to get towards, whether or not we know it. And nature is the key to good health and good spiritual awareness as well. Spirituality and nature are connected in so many ways. I've done a lot of work on this as well. So if you're interested in learning more about the connection between spirituality and nature, I've got a blog post. I think I have a video and another podcast episode about that. If not, there'll be some in the future for sure. You will also have a deeper connection to the universe as a whole. So this is where spirituality comes in. It's basically the things that you can't see in the 5D reality, or the 3D reality, I should say. In the 3D reality, it's all about physical, but universal is the highest level of that. So spirituality has to do with things that you can't see, things that are pertaining to your soul. And when it comes to the universe, you really need to feel that connection to the higher, the wholeness of the universe. We're not just the earth. We have to be aware of all the other, everything, whatever you believe in is for a higher power too. So you will establish a deeper connection to whatever the higher power is of your choice. And I say of your choice because I'm not here to force any certain religion on anybody, whatever you choose. And also you will have a increased life satisfaction by living your life's purpose, your soul's purpose. And that's why I put that under the spiritual category, because a lot of people think that your life purpose is your job or your career, but it's so much more than that. It's really what fulfills you on the inside as a whole when it comes to a whole entire life. Like when you look at your life as a whole, it's not just a job. It's why you came here, what your values are, your mission, what you want to see changed in the world, what you feel you were here to do, what brings you the most fulfillment and satisfaction. So by living a holistic lifestyle, you will have that. So now let's shift gears a little bit and let's talk about specific problems. You will probably have, I can guarantee, at least one of the problems that I'm about to talk about. And these are all problems that a holistic lifestyle can solve for you. So, like I said, it covers all areas of your life. So this is going to be a long list. So let's just get right into this list. So you may have a dependence on medications for chronic illnesses. This is something that many people are, they have to have. And when it comes to eating a healthy diet, that goes a long way. Because you are what you eat. And a lot of people don't want to work on their lifestyle or their diet or anything because they know that they can just take a pill. But those pills have side effects, and those pills will create other problems in your body, because really what those medications are doing are bypassing your body's natural way of dealing with anything that's wrong. Our bodies heal themselves. They know what to do when they are given the right circumstances. But when you take medications, you are taking a shortcut. You are forcing the body to basically suppress the symptom, but you're not actually fixing the core problem that is causing the symptoms. So when you start living this type of lifestyle, you will most likely realize that you don't need to be on a lot of the medications anymore. This is something I hear all the time, something that's pretty common when it comes to holistic health. The next one on the list is being overweight. So weight gain is a result of many things, but it's probably mostly attributed to diet, of course, and exercise. So when you start living in alignment with nature, you will naturally become the weight that you are meant to be. This doesn't mean that you're not going to have to work at it. Some people do have different issues that are causing weight gain, so that's a whole separate thing. And I'm not saying not to go to your doctor to find out why, there's a lot of factors, basically, put it that way. But you're going to improve so many things about your life that most likely you will lose some weight. Fatigue is another one that can be helped with living a holistic lifestyle. Poor sleep, of course, that one's a major one. And poor digestion. This one alone includes many more specific issues like gas, bloating, constipation, diarrhea, anything like that. Those are oftentimes a result of mental issues as well, because the mind and the body are really closely connected. So By improving everything, your digestion will naturally improve. You will have less stress, anxiety and panic attacks. Those four, along with depression, those four are usually the main things that will be fixed with this lifestyle. Brain fog can also be fixed, anger issues. If you feel a disconnection from your authentic self, usually this is seen as some sort of dependence, apathy, boredom, having a lack of interest, having a lack of hobbies. If you feel that in your life, then living this type of life can definitely help with that. If you are struggling with depression, anxiety, sleep issues, if you have low vitamin D, these are all things that can be helped with spending more time in nature. So if you feel a disconnection from nature, like I said, and I talk about this so much, I mention this so much, you might be getting sick of it by now, but nature is really the key. So the whole thing is shifting your lifestyle to be more natural in every way possible. And that will result in better mental health, better physical health, better spiritual health. If you feel a disconnection from the universe as a whole, so like I said, if you feel like you don't really belong, if you feel like you don't fit in, if you feel like there's no point, those are symptoms that you are disconnected from the universe. And that is something that can be helped with this lifestyle. If you have suicidal thoughts, if you feel a lack of direction in your life, if you have the inability to make decisions, if you feel a lack of motivation, a lack of meaning in life, a lack of empathy and compassion for other living things, then this is definitely going to help you. So when you have no compassion or empathy, that means you don't really think about other people, you don't think about plants and animals and the earth as a whole. And that's, I gotta go right back again to nature. If you're connected to nature, you will have empathy and compassion for every living thing. So as you can see, there really isn't any part of your life that can't be improved by living this type of lifestyle, living in alignment with nature. It really does touch every aspect of your life. And now you might be beginning to see the importance of this and why I'm so into this and why this is such a passion for me. So this is why I started my business. I offer a lot of solutions in a lot of different forms, whether you want to read, listen, whether you're on a budget, whether you have just a little bit of money to dive a little deeper, whether you want specific problems solved, or even if your whole entire lifestyle needs an upgrade, I have solutions. So I'm going to go now into some of the ways that I can help you take the next step. So if you would like to read, if you're into absorbing information, of course, I've got my blog where I've got a lot of blog posts that I have been turning into these episodes. So if you like what you're hearing and maybe you'd rather read, they're all on the blog. I also have a book on Amazon. It's called Living a Holistic Lifestyle, A Beginner's Guide to a Healthy Body, Mind, and Soul. That's available in paperback and Kindle, so check that out. I'm going to leave links to all this stuff in the show notes just so you can find what would work best for you. So if you prefer to learn by listening or watching, let's say you'd rather watch videos, of course you're already here listening to the podcast, but if you spend a lot of time on YouTube, I make videos on there as well, so I'll leave my link to my YouTube channel. If you're interested in taking a free mini course, which is videos delivered by email, I've got that you can sign up for. It's basically an introductory version of my full course. I'll leave a link to that. So the next step, if you're interested in diving deeper, would be, I've got two options there. I've got an Etsy shop where I sell printable workbooks, planners, journals, checklists, and it's growing. So many more things. I've got about 140 products now, and they're all printable, so you download them. They are designed to help people improve their health in all areas. Some of them are designed for organization, like the planners. And the way that these help you is you can actually get results when you use these. This does not happen as easily from reading or watching videos or even listening to a podcast. You need to get these things in writing You need to have a plan, and that's what these workbooks, planners, and journals are for. So those are only a couple dollars. All my products are very cheap. So you can go to my Etsy shop and check those out if you're interested in those things. The link will be in the show notes, of course. And then for those of you who, when I described earlier the two different examples of, one end of the spectrum to the other, let's say that you are in the lower end of the spectrum where you're doing everything that's not recommended and you need help in every area of your life. And you want to learn everything. You just want everything that I teach all in one lump. I have an online course. It's called Holistic Lifestyle Basics. So this is a course it's comprehensive. So it includes everything that I teach in one place. So it also includes some of my best printable workbooks and a PDF version of my book as well. So this is the best deal by far because you are getting my best printables, everything that's in my book, which is where everything else came from. And this course is in the form of video. Most of it is. So of course you're going to get the book too if you like to read. It's really the best of all worlds. If you like to read, if you like physical printed out pages so that you can actually have the information to look at. That's the whole point. The whole point of the printables is to have the information so that you can see it every day. You can laminate some of them. You can use some of them in your binders, in your journals, in your daily planners. And that is where the change happens. That is really where transformation happens when you start to implement the information. You don't just read it. You don't just listen to it. You actually make it work in your life. You actually build the lifestyle. And that's what that's all about. So all of these options are available. I will have them down in the show notes, whether you want free stuff, whether you want to read, whether you want to dive in and take the whole course and get everything. It's up to you. You have options. And now you know what the benefits will be that you will enjoy when you start to live a holistic lifestyle. So thank you so much for joining me for this episode. Be sure to visit my website and check out those links in the show notes and do whatever you need to do to improve your life. Thank you so much for listening and have a great week.